Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a review on my Clarisonic. Now, there are millions of Clarisonic reviews on YouTube, but I just thought I'd give you my input as well. I'm sure you already know what the Clarisonic is, but if you don't, it looks like this. And essentially it's like a giant toothbrush for your face. And I've got the Clarisonic Pro. The difference between the Clarisonic Pro and the Clarisonic Plus, which is the model below it, is they both cost the same price, which is £179. And the Clarisonic Pro has 4 speeds, and whereas the Clarisonic Plus has 3 speeds. I'm just looking at a comparison site on my laptop now, and I'll link that in the down bar. I decided to split this review into 2 parts. The first part is showing you what came inside the box, and the second part is my review of it. I've already thrown away the box the Clarisonic came in because it was just a plain white box. I didn't think you really wanted to see that, but I thought I'd show you what came inside the box. So first of all, I've got the instruction manual, and this has just got everything you need to know about the Clarisonic in it. The Clarisonic Pro has 4 speeds, and it just tells you about how to change the speed settings, how to look after your Clarisonic, how to use it, and all the different timings and just stuff like that. And on the back, it's just got about safeguards, warranty, and the different types of brush heads. So moving on to the Clarisonic, this is it, and this is what it looks like. If I compare it to the size of my BlackBerry, you can see it's pretty big. But it's a good size because, as you can see, you can really grab it really well, and it's not going to like fling out of your hand once you start using it. So next is the charging cradle, and it's got a 3-point plug, which is great because you don't have to charge it in the bathroom, although that may be annoying as well. And the charging cradle just looks like this. The Clarisonic sits in it just like this. So next, onto the brushes. The Clarisonic came attached with the sensitive brush head, and it comes with a lid, and this is what it looks like. Sorry, this probably isn't focusing. And this is a face brush, and the back just looks like that. There are other brushes available to buy for the Clarisonic. There's a normal one and a deep cleansing one as well, I think, for the face. And the next thing it came with was the body brush, and it just comes in this little box. And on the box there's little instructions about how to put it on and take it off. And then this is the body brush. If you look at the size difference between the two, you can see that the body brush is considerably bigger than the face brush, and the body brush looks like this. The back is like that. Inside the box it also comes with a mini instruction manual, and this has got about the benefits of the body brush and just general how to use it, remove it and clean it and stuff. But the main instruction booklet also has that as well. I think it's only the Clarisonic Pro and Classic that take the body brush head. The Clarisonic also came with a sample of the Clarisonic own brand cleansers and exfoliators. There are 3 cleansers which cater for all different skin types. The first one is the Nourishing Care Cleanser, which is for normal and dry skin. This says it's a luxurious hydrating cream which soothes and protects. Next, there's a Refreshing Gel Cleanser, which is for normal and oily skin, and this gently clarifies and balances. Next is the Gentle Hydro Cleanser, which is for all and sensitive skin, and this removes impurities while soothing and comforting. And lastly, it came with the Refining Skin Polish, which is for all skin types, and this is a body exfoliator. And this says it smooths and hydrates rough, dry skin. So that's everything that came inside my Clarisonic Pro box. I've been using the Clarisonic now for 2 months, and I have to say I absolutely love it. Just to give you a bit of a background, I have oily combination skin, and I use the Clarisonic every day. I did try using it every other day, but I reverted back to using it every day. After I use the Clarisonic, I always find my skin feels really soft. I use it in the night time, so I find that my nighttime serums, such as the Estee Lauder Night Repair, sink in really well and are really absorbed by my skin, so I feel like there's less wastage. I can actually use less product as well. When I first started using the Clarisonic, I did notice that my skin was purging. After a couple of days my skin broke out, I was getting whiteheads and kind of almost cystic acne around my chin and just in between my eyebrows, but that after about a week or so that did pass, and now my skin doesn't purge barely at all. After using this, my skin never feels irritated or dry, but it does feel really clean, and I really like that. I only used one of the cleansers that came with the Clarisonic, and that was the one for sensitive skin, which is the Gentle Hydro Cleanser. And I really didn't like this. I didn't like the smell of it and the texture. It was a gel consistency and I didn't like the way it felt on my skin. So I've not actually used the other two. The cleanser that I'm using at the moment with the Clarisonic is the Soft Clean Moisture Rich Foaming Cleanser by Estee Lauder. And it's actually for dry skin, but I find that it works really well for my skin and it hasn't broken me out at all. I really like that it foams with the cleanser because it feels like it's working really effectively. The battery life of this is really good. I've had it for 2 months and I've only actually charged it once, and I think I might need to charge it again soon, but it does last for 30 days like it says it does. There are 4 speeds for the face with the Clarisonic Pro, and I use the normal setting. It times you 20 seconds on your forehead, 20 seconds on your chin and 10 seconds on each cheek, and I do think 20 seconds is enough for your forehead and chin, but 10 seconds I do sometimes find isn't enough for my cheeks, so I like to go over that again. So sometimes I feel like the timer system is wasted, and I don't ever change the speed of the Clarisonic either because I'm just a bit boring and I always forget to, so I do feel like the speeds are a little bit wasted. I probably could have just gotten away with buying the Clarisonic Mirror, which only has 1 speed set. I've used it in the bath, I've used it in the shower, and I've dropped it in the sink, and it's completely durable, completely waterproof, and I think that's great because it's one less thing you have to worry about when you're using it anywhere near water. I do find you have to be careful when you add water to the brush head, because if you soak it in under the tap for too long, you end up with all the water dripping down your face because you start with the forehead and it ends up in my eyes and my mouth, and that really doesn't taste very nice. But that's just a personal thing. My Clarisonic came with the body brush head, which I do find is a little bit wasted because I never actually use it. I felt a little bit like a lost lamb when I was using this on my body. I didn't know how long to spend on each area or where to even use it. So I've only actually used this a few times. I've actually stopped using my exfoliating gloves. So I'm just referring to the Clarisonic site and just seeing the claims they make. The first one is it removes 6 times more makeup than manual cleansing, and yes, I do agree. I think it does clean my skin a lot better than I was doing it before, and my skin is trace free after using it. It leaves skin feeling and looking smoother, and I agree with that as well. My skin feels so soft and the texture of my skin looks and feels completely different. I think my skin tone has evened out since using it. Cleanses so well that products absorb better. Again, I agree because I find that my night serum does absorb better, and I think I can use less as well, so that's good for my bank account. Gentle enough for twice daily use. I've not actually tried that. I only use it once a day at night, and I think that's more than enough for my skin because I feel like if I do use it too much it might over cleanse it and it might become really dry or really oily, so I can't really comment on that. Helps reduce oily areas, dry skin patches and blemishes. I don't really think it's made much difference on my oily T-zone, to be quite honest, but I do think it has really helped the dry patches that I used to have, especially around my nose and just on the jawline here. With regards to blemishes, I only get hormonal breakouts, so it hasn't made any difference on that, but I wouldn't expect it to either. Helps reduce the appearance of visible pores. I don't feel like my pores have changed size as such, but I do feel like they're cleaner and I do get less blackheads and breakouts from products and dirt. The last claim is reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. I don't really have many fine lines and wrinkles, so I can't comment on that again either. So I assume it would make a difference because it's essentially massaging your skin and it gets more blood flow into the area, and I think that can really plump up the skin a bit and just make your skin work harder as well. The main con of the Clarisonic is the price. If I lost my Clarisonic or broke or anything, I would definitely replace it because I do think it's a really good staple in my skincare routine. I've not tried any of the more budget cleansing tools like the Sigma one, so I can't really comment, but I have used face brushes and facial buffers before, and they work in the same way as the Clarisonic, except you're manually exfoliating and rotating it on your skin, and they do work really well, but I don't think they clean as deep down as the Clarisonic does. However, I would recommend giving them a go if your Clarisonic is out of your price range. Thank you for watching. I'm really sorry if this review was a complete mishmash and in no particular order. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment or message me.